Hi, so I think this is the first gameplay video I have with my new heirloom. I got the Wraith heirloom because and then we're just getting, this squad is really split up for some reason. Like the Wraith is over here, and then the Horizon is now coming in from over there. Yeah, so this is the first gameplay video I have with this new heirloom, the Wraith heirloom. I got the Wraith heirloom because I use Wraith a lot, obviously. But I like using Wraith because she really doesn't take that much thinking to play her, and also her escape is really one of the best in the game. I think the best escape people are like, you know, basically Valkyrie Path, Wraith, maybe Octane a little bit, but and Loba's really good too because she can teleport long distance while she's invincible. I think Wraith and Loba are the only two characters that can escape while being not shot at. Anyways, I'm taking high ground here. I'm kind of flanking around, trying to take high ground. But that squad runs away towards the middle tunnels. So I just chase them. But yeah, so I think Wraith is one of the characters I play the most. I like her low profile. So she's good at fighting. Her portal is really useful in a lot of situations. It's really versatile. And also her Q is really good for just you know, going off on your own and then just getting out if it starts looking dicey. So yeah. I really like this Wraith skin I have on right now, the black and red combination one, the bald head one. I have the other ones like the what is that one called? Like the blue and white one with white hair, bald hair. What is that skin called? I think it's I forgot honestly. But yeah. And I have a lot of Wraith skins, but this one is like currently one of my favorites right now. I like how like the hands and fingers are kind of bleeding and damaged a little bit. It has smudges on it, kind of nice touch. Also, I'm liking this 301 skin a lot too. It's nice and simple and looks clean. The black and gold accent. Yeah, I have other 301 skins as well, like the retro causality and the new red one, recolor that they have. Another easy knock here. But yeah, I'm really liking it. In my last video I talked about how I just Q out of here, tried to get out of the ring. Out of the storm, I mean. Some editing here. But yeah, in my last video I mentioned how I'm just kind of getting back into playing after like a 2-3 month long injury with my forearm and wrist. It's still not feeling normal, especially my right arm. So I can only play little bits at a time, probably like 2 hours max. And I gotta rest a couple of days to let my arms heal up, because they start aching a lot. I mean, it was really bad. It was to the point where I couldn't even brush my teeth sometimes because of how painful it was. Yeah, so that's just my luck, I guess. Anyways, I don't know why my Loba teammate jumped down there. Not a good decision. I really should have gotten the knock on that Bloodhound here, but yeah. So, I decided to go towards the ring because the ring's closing soon. And I don't want to be stuck in the position where I get gatekeeped, so. And as you can see, my 301 has 7 bullets left, so I need to switch weapons here. I was hoping for an alternator or scout, or Spitfire, but I get a Kraber instead. So I run a Kraber and Eva, which is, I don't know, kind of questionable. You know, Eva after the nerf, like people don't really use the Eva anymore. I don't really like the Eva that much anymore either. I think it's just a little too weak now. Rather use Peacekeep or Mastiff, but so I could find. I was fighting this entire game, kind of, ever since the first fight. I don't know how I missed that shot. And Kraber had this weird aiming thing where like it's kind of unresponsive and it like kind of like is sticky in a way. So it's kind of hard to aim sometimes with it. I don't know. Especially with a controller. I was a mouse and keyboard player my entire life, even up until like 2 years ago, but I switched to controller because I get an easy knock here. Switched to controller because I can't play mouse and keyboard anymore. I really should have just knocked the lifeline here, self-resing. Let me show real quick. Yeah, after I knocked the lifeline here, I really should have just finished off the lifeline. If you can see here, lifeline is self-resing here. I really should have just finished off the lifeline, but I actually didn't see that. You know, sometimes when you're in the game, you get preoccupied with other things. I was paying attention to this huge dome here. That was the first thing that popped into my vision, and so that was where all my focus was, and I saw 2 guys in there, so I thought maybe he put up the shield to try to quick res the lifeline, the Gibby, but that's not what was going on, but that's what I thought was going on. Yeah, and then I just started getting shot at, and I just kind of thought, hey, I should get back, because I'm using a Kraber. Don't want to fight close range.
Send it a decoy. 1 sec, healing up.
Alright, so now here, we're just stuck in the middle of this plane, and there's a team up there shooting at us. There's like no angle to play from. Now this is where I make a dumb mistake, right? So I decide to run towards the middle of the planes. I thought there was a bigger rock here that I could play. Because here's the thing, right? So here was my thinking, right? The reason I teleported here was because I thought, okay, let me show you this real quick. So there's a team up there. I thought there was like a bigger piece of rock here I could play behind, you know? So my thinking was, you know, I have a Kraber, so I'm gonna hide behind like a piece of rock here, and then try to get some shots on the you know, like get some shots on the team up there. I thought, so one team is up there. I thought the other team was back here. You remember the Lifeline, Gibby, and Bloodhound team that I just saw a moment ago? I thought that team would be coming from that way, you know? So I thought, you know, playing here would be a good idea instead of playing back here where my teammate is under that team. But what I come to find out is that the other team is actually over here. So I have no rock to play behind. I'm getting shot from up there. I'm getting shot from the right. I have nowhere to go. I just use my Q. So I just kind of throw the game here. Bad decision making, but you know, that happens sometimes. What you gonna do? I mean, that's kind of a rock I could play behind, this one right here, which is what I try to do. But as I mentioned, I didn't know there was a team back there to the right. But now I find out the hard way. You see, I'm getting shot from like, I have nowhere to hide now. So I'm just dead. I basically threw the game here. Now, what you're about to witness is a real mess. My teammate somehow manages to res me. I get knocked again. I'm in a fuse ult. I get fuse grenaded. I get shot from the ash to the right. It's such a mess. Valkyrie rockets. Yeah, I threw pretty hard here. My poor teammate. Just trying his damn hardest to somehow get us to reset. Which we kind of managed to do, but our position is just horrible. I'm surprised I didn't get picked off here. But I do manage to res. I get the bat off, I get the med kit off. But at this point, our position is horrible. I pinged to my teammate, we really need to knock this solo rat here, which is an Ash. But I missed my Kraber shots. That was pretty bad. My teammate gets knocked. I try to get a 1v1 here, but the other team moves in and shoots me from behind, and I'm just dead. Yeah. I mean, just awful end game there. Poor decision making. But yeah, short video. Probably one of the last videos for this season. I only managed to play like the first 2 weeks and this last week of the season. I think there's only like 2 or 3 days left for the new season, so I really didn't get to play this season at all, really, which is a shame. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.